I see skepticism. That's the wrong defense. Don't pounce with your ace yet.
No, because he doesn't have any more diamonds.
Your ace isn't going away. The ace of trump is not going away.
Yeah, he doesn't have any more diamonds
Yeah.
and dubbing.
Declare's already shown out of diamonds, but what is the problem with winning the ace of spades and playing a diamond early?
You can trump and dummy.
Can trump and dummy, right? They don't have to rough in the long hand. Remember, the key for the forcing defense to work is making this hand rough. You don't want north to rough, you want south to rough. So you have a plan, and you're not just being sneaky. This is calculated and correct defense. So Declare leads a spade, and mind you, and remember, Declare doesn't know about the bad break yet, right? All right, so Declare's got everything, including 10, 9, 8, right? Missing only the ace. So Declare plays small, and let's say they just put in the 9. Okay. And they continue drawing trump. So here comes the 10. And partner shows out. You have to refuse your ace one more time. Right? Again, if you win your ace the second round, yeah, you've got your 6-5, but if you play a diamond now, that queen of spades is still in dummy, and Declare's king jack are high trumps, right? So Declare would be able to rough and dummy if you play a diamond now, and then come back to their hand with the ace of clubs or ace of hearts to draw your last trump, and then run clubs. So you have to duck a second time. Declare is now in big trouble. Can you see what happens? You are guaranteed to score your 6 of spades. And I bet you never imagined that when you started this hand. Right? If Declare plays another trump, a third round, because dummy is down to its last trump, now you can grab your ace. And then what do? Then you play a diamond. And what happens if that's how the defense goes? When you play the last diamond with no trumps left in dummy, Declare would be forced to rough, and it's now down to singleton king, and you still have, I know that those are, I'm confusing myself here with previous cross-outs, right? Yes, win the third round, play another one, and Declare has too much work to do. On the other hand, what if Declare sees the break and says, oh, I can't draw another trump because they're going to attack me with another diamond? Well, they can go about playing other suits, but what's going to happen eventually? Because remember, you still have your ace of spades. Well, you're going to rough in on a club at some point, right? And score your 6 of spades that way. All you have to do is make Declare rough twice in a hand. And we did it early on when we played diamonds at trick 3, diamond, diamond, diamond. That was the first rough. And then if they give up the ace, remember if they've drawn 2 rounds and they've roughed once, if they give up the ace, you now play that last diamond, and then they have to use their king to rough. It's hopeless for Declare, if you're careful. Linda's allergic to this defense. Don't be allergic to this defense. Make sense? Fine. Because this is a cute one. Let's look at one more that will illustrate a forcing defense that works when Declare has a 6-card suit. Harder to make this work, but it can work. And this gets to be about the timing and how often the defense can get the lead. I don't have an auction for this, and I'm not even going to worry about the bidding let's just say that your indication here as South once again declares 4 spades, our favorite contract. Let's just say that your best indication is that you have 4 trumps. Now, when you see these cards, you might think that maybe they've stretched a little bit to bid a game, but it's a pretty reasonable game to be in, really, and does take the right defense to beat. So Declare has 6 trumps and they're good ones. King, Queen, Jack, 10, 9. And on the side, 4 hearts. And a singleton ace of diamonds. And a small doubleton. So they are in a 9-card fit this time. Partner has no trumps. But your partner does have a couple of cards that actually end up being very important cards. All right. Probably don't have to twist your arm to lead the King of Diamonds against 4 spades. Good sequence there, King, Queen, Jack. And partner doesn't even have the Ace of Diamonds. So it's not like you're going to get an early start on making Declare rough. So King of Diamonds, small. Say partner just plays the deuce. Declare wins the ace. Okay, well, what do you do if you're Declare? You drive out that ace of trump, right? Probably no reason to delay that, right? As Declare, what's your plan for this hand? What tricks do you have to lose? Looks like you only have to lose 3 tricks, right? Dummy has King, Queen of clubs, so you force out the ace, but only lose 1 club because you have a doubleton. You don't lose a diamond because you had singleton ace. So 1 club loser, ace of trump, and a heart trick if the king is offside, right? Because at some point you'll probably run your Queen of Hearts, and even if it loses, it looks like you should make 4 spades, right? Easy game, no problem. And your trumps are really good. I mean, it's not you're not missing even the 10 or 9, right? You've got the intermediates there. All right. So play your King of Spades, and might as well cover. Because I think with Declare having spade length and dummy having 3, even if you don't know that they're in a 9-card fit from the bidding, might as well cover that spade. Because partner's not going to have anything. So partner shows out, and maybe partner, we can read the spot here, maybe partner shows a club card. Encourage the club. But that's okay, because partner's ace of clubs is never going away. So don't switch to the club just because partner signals it. Dummy still has 2 little diamonds, and you maybe don't know yet how many of your diamonds will cash, right? And even if they don't cash, we might be able to force, which is what happens here. So let's continue the Queen of Diamonds. Okay, dummy follows small, partner follows small, rough. Let's be sure that we're keeping track of trumps here. All right, now Declare's a little concerned, right? Well, trumps did break 4-0. Now that maybe they're worried that you're going to rough something. Let's say Declare goes ahead and draws trumps, right? Let's say they go Queen, Jack, 10, and take away your trumps. Doesn't really matter what they pitch from dummy. They can pitch a diamond, fine. Right. Partner can afford to throw away little clubs and diamonds, right? So partner doesn't have a carding problem. All right, so now all the trumps are gone. Let's see what happens. Now Declare actually needs the king of hearts to be on side or they're in trouble. So let's say they run the queen. And it goes small, small, and partner wins that king. What does partner do? Play back a diamond. There goes Declare's last trump. And by the way, Declare has not knocked out the ace of clubs yet. They can run off their 4 heart winners if they want, or their 3 heart winners. They've lost a heart, right? They could run off their winners, but eventually they've got to play clubs, right? So they play a club to the king, queen. Partner wins the ace. Partner needs to make sure to keep a diamond. In fact, actually, partner does want to discard clubs here on the run of trumps and hearts. And now that diamond is going to be the setting trick, isn't it? Because Declare has no more trump. So the idea here is that Declare had to give up the lead too many times to be able to withstand the force. They wouldn't have, one of those times they could have avoided had the king of hearts been on side. If the king of hearts had been on side, they were making their 4 spades. Because they only would have had to give up the lead to the ace of spades and the ace of clubs, right? But this is where I said, this is actually a good example of why aces, and in this case a king, with partner having the king of hearts is clear. This is a good example of why sometimes you have all the points you need to be in a game, but then a game doesn't make. And it's not that you're in a bad spot, it's just that you lose your timing. Because when you're missing aces, you have to give up the lead before other tricks set up as winners, right? It's sort of a flaw in the traditional point count system. So I would say, if a jack is 1 and a queen is 2 and a king is 3, most of the mathematician, bridge, geek, guru types would tell you that an ace, that the value of an ace should be more than 4. Maybe it should be 4.2 or 4.3, maybe even 4.5. But we don't need to be adding up fractional high card points at the table, right? It's hard enough just to count our 13 cards. So the point count system is convenient, but most experts will tell you, actually aces are undervalued in our point count system. And this is a good example of why. Your ace of clubs and ace of spades in particular are really powerful cards, because Declare can't get where they need to go until those cards are dislodged from your hand. So, and notice that Declare does not have a counter. Because if they don't draw all the trumps, what's going to happen? Well, you would score one of your small trumps, right? Either you'd rough in on a club or you'd rough in on a heart eventually, if they don't take away all your trumps. Even sometimes when you're in a 9-card fit and your trumps break 3-1, even that can be difficult. And it might be 3 small in a singleton. You may be missing no honors, but you have just enough work to do on the hands that it complicates matters. And that you need to draw trump a 3rd round and can't just get them drawn in 2 rounds. It presents a lot of problems with the play of the hand that are not always evident. It's deceptive. You're like, oh yeah, I've got a 9-card fit. I've got all the big trumps. I've got ace, king, queen, jack. No problems. Walk in the park. Or is it? Anybody have any questions?
So, as declarer, how do you play that to win it?
You kneel and try to will the king of hearts in West Hand. Yeah, I mean that's it. You know, you either need that or you need a defensive mistake. Like, for example, a defensive mistake, and this could happen, could be East pitching all of their diamonds, right? Now, hopefully you won't make that mistake looking at king, queen, 10 of clubs in the dummy and knowing that if you win the ace of clubs and you've come down to only clubs and you return your jack or a small one, that you would only be helping declare. So hopefully dummy's club holding would suggest to you that you might as well pitch a bunch of clubs and save a diamond in hope that you can run declare out of trump. And if partner started, and if it turned out that declare had a 7th spade, and partner only had 3, because remember, you're out of trump in the East, right? So you actually don't know how many trumps are in partner's hand. I mean, declare may have bid and rebid spades. That could be a 6-card suit, that could be a 7-card suit. You don't know. And in fact, after partner shows up with the ace and they draw a couple more trumps, you may not even know the partner has a trump left over there if they stop drawing before they're all out. So you may not know what's going on, but hopefully what you would tell yourself is, well, if declare started with a 7-card spade suit rather than a 6-card spade suit, we're never beating this. If partner started with ace 3rd instead of ace 4th, now we can't beat this thing. Because a 7-card spade suit would be enough to withstand the tap, wouldn't it? And a 7th spade means that declare either doesn't have this club or doesn't have that heart or whatever card is missing. So the idea is really here more than anything else, and we're going to go to a break here. The idea is that just because declare shows out of a suit and roughs it, or even if declare hasn't shown out, but you have a count on the suit and you know declare will rough, don't necessarily give up on the defense. Now, sometimes you do need to cash tricks in other suits when there's no future. So, and that can be hard. It's not always completely clear, whether there's an urgency to cash some other tricks, or whether you should be continuing to force. But that gets into the territory of if other winners that you have, if it looks to you like they're never going away, then I would probably make them force.
And you haven't talked about the possibility that West may double for penalty, so I'm assuming that you wouldn't suggest doing it, because he's got 4 trump.
Yeah, but notice that you need 2 cards from partner to beat this. I'm not doubling for penalty if I need partner to have 2 defensive tricks. I might make a speculative double if I need 1 defensive trick. But if partner never bid, who's to say partner isn't completely broke, right? So, and whatever their auction has been, whether they have shown their hearts on the side or not, I think that there is an indication that you're probably not cashing very many diamonds. So while this may look like a defensive hand to you, and it may look like there's some difficulty for them to play the hand, if I don't know that partner has some values over there, I don't think I would double, because it would be a little too speculative. And in fact, now on this hand, if you defend properly, there's nothing declare can do. But a lot of times, if trumps are breaking badly, you don't want to tell declare, right? Don't tell them how to play the hand. If they get a surprise double out of nowhere, maybe I'm getting a 5-0 break. Maybe that will change my line of play, and I have a way to make this thing, or a 4-0 break, or whatever. So usually better to just keep quiet and let the bad news be a surprise, because at that point it may be too late. If there was an alternate, not like I said here, there is no alternate line of play other than defensive error. But if there is an alternate line of play to make it, you don't want to plant that suggestion in your head. All right, well, we're kind of midway here, so why don't we break for a few minutes, and